Hello guys, this is Rose and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to discuss how to import data from your Excel file going to accounting software. So let's start by searching Zoho Books. Please open your Google Chrome and let's search Zoho Books. Please click sign in. Then before we'll enter our password and email address, let's bookmark this account. So next time you'll just click the icon above and you can log in immediately. So they're offering CRM, but for now let me introduce you how to use Zoho Books. Topic that we're gonna discuss is, so let's click sales module, then customers, and if you see this 4 or 3 lines, just click that on your right side, then import customer, select contacts, then choose file. But for now, let's download the sample template either in CSV or Excel. So in the sample template, the Zoho has provided us a sample template where we must put all the data or the information that we have about our customers, like the company name, the complete address, the contact person, if you are VAT registered, what is the VAT registration number. But I just want to emphasize that it's not mandatory that before you import, you must fill in all the columns. What I would like to emphasize, please do not delete any columns here because they are Zoho fields. Later on, you will see what's the importance of these column fields. So if you notice, I just copy paste the example in row number 2 and copy it to row number 4, and I edited the information based on the files that I have. So far for now, I only input the display name and the company name. So let's see if it will be successfully imported, even though we have not provided the address and the VAT registration number, the contact person, and all. So let's save. Okay, so choose file because our file is ready for import. Open all the nights, fiction, I am running. Next. Two hearts can be seen. These are our fields. So if you notice, that represents the columns. All. So unmapped, it means those are the columns that you keep it blank. So now it's successfully imported. So this is what I've been explaining a while ago, that it's not necessarily that you must comply all the informations per column. As long as you will not delete one column, that's the important part. Next is vendor. So same procedure with customer, importing customers. Then they have also samples, but I noticed the sample file here. It's the same also with the sample file we have downloaded in customers. So again, copy paste row 2 to row 4, then you can edit the information based on the available data that you have. So for this presentation, I just want to present the display name and company name, and I have not provided any address because this is just for presentation purposes. And since our XYZ trading is non-VAT registered, so I have not provided also any VAT registration number. Then just delete row number 2, and let's save the file, and now it's ready to import in Zoho accounting software. Okay, so choose file. So it's better you create a folder specifically for importing files. So later when you select file, it's easy for you to search over exactly the location of that file. So again, I keep explaining that columns in the sample template represents the Zoho fields. So if you delete one column in there, then you can not proceed on importing the data to Zoho. Okay, now we're done with vendor. So it's simple, guys. As long as you have the complete information and you're just following the sample template, then we don't have problem on importing the data. Next, the items. Well, in these items, it's different than importing customers and vendors because I've noticed the template here, it's incorrect. It's incomplete, rather. So the solution, if you've noticed that if you encountered problems when importing the items, then I would suggest you can you can chat our customer, Soho customer service, and they'll provide you the updated sample template for items. So if you notice, well, I have already noticed that. So we're gonna use the existing existing sample file for items that I had before. Because I was explaining a while ago, columns are important. They represents the field, so we can successfully import the data to Zoho accounting software. Especially for items, they're not just asking the address, the VAT certification number, but this time they're asking the quantity, the selling price, the unit price. So you must have the latest template. So if Zoho has not updated the latest template to import the item, then you can chat the customer service, which is what I did a long time back. So that's the reason why I have the updated sample template for items. So I just input for item sample template. So it's four. You must have the item description, the unit price, the unit cost, but not necessarily the quantity for this presentation, because the accountant of the company must um, recorded or must set up first the initial inventory balance before you can add additional inventory using bills, part of purchase module. But in this items module, only account can add the initial stock because it's connected to the opening balance that I'll be explaining in my succeeding video. So now we complete that. Items for import. Items data for import is ready. Next. Okay. Next. So again, unmap, it means that those are the columns that you don't have, you have not filled in the data. So now it's successfully done. So let's open one item. So you will see what are the content of this item. So showing the inventory asset, what are the unit cost, the selling price, but not necessarily adding the initial stock for now. Because again, initial stock must be added by the accountant because it's connected to the opening balance. And later on, opening balance, I'll be explaining it in one video. So now let's do, for example, if you don't like to import data, then we can do it one by one. So we can add new customer, then you can either type the company name or just copy paste it from your Excel file. So depends on you. So see here, so the terms, it depends on your agreement with your customer. You can select due upon receipt, net 30, then save. That's how we add individually if we're not using import option. For purchases, same. Click vendor, select new or click new. Then you can add the company name. You know what, guys? I prefer adding the company name directly and the display name, then adding this first row, because later on this first row, it will reflect on your billing address and shipping address. So no need for you to update that. So I prefer updating the company name. I prefer creating vendors and customers using company name rather. Except if it's individual or end user, then you don't have option but to use that first row. Okay, going to items. So same with vendor and customer, just click why. So click new. Then for that part, please if it's items that you're adding, then please select goods. Then what is the unit of measure? And if you don't have the selling price and the unit cost for now, you can please put 0. Or if you have already, then you can put the exact selling price and unit price. The description is just if you want to add more information, it's like a note. So for example, I select water and I want to put what is the brand. The important part of this inventory, please always check track inventory and select inventory asset. Again, I've been explaining a while ago that only the accountant can input the opening stocks and initial rate. So for services, this is non-inventory transaction like freight, uh, taxes, like um, taxes that you paid from other country. So this fall under services. So it means that no need for you to check the track inventory because this is not asset services. So now we've done importing the customers, vendors, and items. So just click if you want to contact the customer service, then just follow this example how you'll communicate them through chat. So you can ask them what is the updated items sample file for importing or other concerns. You can chat them because I've been communicating them since 2018 if I have concerns regarding Zoho. So once they're available, they will either send you an email or they'll reply here immediately. So that is for today. Have a nice day.